the biggest culinary event of the year. The best 2 home cooks in Canada will take center stage in the biggest culinary showdown this country has ever seen. This is the MasterChef Canada finale.
The search began months ago for Canada's best home cooks. The top 50 were invited to Toronto to present their signature dishes to the judges.
I've got the energy, I've got the drive. I am just ready to cook.
Their goal, to earn a coveted white apron.
Come on up here.
And move on in the competition.
Yeah, baby!
Some, unfortunately, had their dreams crushed.
Just did not make the cut.
But the best 16 moved forward to the MasterChef Canada kitchen, where week after week, they battled to survive.
Go, 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 go!
Facing challenges that pushed them to their limits.
I don't even think it's possible.
And honed their strengths.
Big and bold and daring. Exactly what I expect.
It was an amazing test of endurance.
Oh, medic, big medic. Oh, God, that looks serious.
Skill.
It's called a pressure test for a reason.
And creativity.
Even I would not think of something like that.
Week after week, home cooks were eliminated until it came down to just 2, vying for $100,000 and a life-changing title. Tonight's first finalist is Marita, a 31-year-old stay-at-home mother from Toronto. From the start, her Caribbean background came through on the plate.
Red snapper and a shadow Betty chutney.
Looks quite tropical.
Like myself.
My answer is yes.
Her generous spirit
She's an amazing cook.
Switch!
is matched by an iron will
Finish it, finish it!
that pushed her to the forefront.
The cook to beat in this competition, Marita.
Perfect. Strong and bold, delicious.
A valued team player,
Marita, get your fine little buns over here.
known for her precision and plating.
Wow, Marita, that looks amazing. Excellent.
Marita delivered dish after dish of extraordinary food.
Marita.
Marita.
Marita. Could have this in a restaurant anywhere.
I would love to open a restaurant with my twin sister. I'm doing this for my daughter. I'm doing this for my family. I am here to win.
The only obstacle in Marita's way is Eric, a 21-year-old engineer from Oakville, Ontario, and the youngest cook in the competition. Out of the gate, Eric impressed the judges with his determination to change his life.
Eric, what is your dream?
My dream is to open up a restaurant. I just want to get away from what I was forced to do, be my own man. This is the one chance I have to escape what I studied for and actually do something I'm passionate about.
His refined Asian cooking earned him an apron. But at times, his youth and unbridled energy were a drawback.
Damn it!
But Eric listened and learned.
Make calculated moves. Slow down. Instead of 100 miles an hour, try 90.
His talent and drive pushed him forward
The winner of this challenge is Eric.
to deliver a succession of restaurant-quality dishes that were risky and refined.
Eric.
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 Yes!
It's just hard to find something wrong with such a great dish.
I find it very innovative.
Smelts 3 ways, and every way is good.
It's pretty much my future on the line. I left my job. I don't want to be an engineer again, and this will prove to my dad that I definitely made the right decision. I'm meant to cook.
Congratulations, Marita and Eric. You've made it to the MasterChef Canada finale.
To get to this point, you had to survive some incredibly tough competition. 16 home cooks made it to the MasterChef Canada kitchen. Tonight, all of them are back to support you in this final battle.
Hi, guys.
Looking good, looking good. What's for dinner?
Dora, are you surprised to see who's in the finale?
No, not at all. You know, Marita's my girl. No offense, Eric. Still love you, buddy.
Josh, when you exited the MasterChef Canada kitchen, you picked Eric as the winner.
I did, Chef.
Still feel that way?
Absolutely. He's young, but he's got so much passion and so much drive and ambition, and, you know, I gotta respect him for that.
Kayla, you know these two better than anybody here.
Yes, Chef. They're both fantastic cooks, but I gotta say, the most beautiful person I've ever met, heart, soul, is Marita. And, you know, I'm just so proud of her, and she's just amazing, and she's gonna win it today.
Pino, who are you rooting for?
I'm gonna have to root for Eric. Reminds me of what my young boys could eventually be one day.
Marita, what do you think your family would say about you being here?
They would be extremely proud, Chef.
Let's find out exactly what they would say. Please welcome your family. Your partner, Jeff. Your daughter, Mila. Your twin sister, Narita. Your brother-in-law, Johnny. Your mother, Wahima. And here from Trinidad, your sister, Sharida.
No, it's been long.
Mila,
Say hi, Chef.
you think your mom's gonna win today? Eric, how do you think your father would feel knowing you've made it this far?
I know my dad's really proud of me, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure they're all super shocked I got this far.
Well, let's find out.
I'm so proud of you.
Your father, Winston, is here with your mother, Zena, and your brother, Andrew.
So proud of you. I love you.
Your grandpa, King Lung.
Winston, you haven't always see eye to eye with Eric on his food dream. What do you think now?
I'm extremely proud of him. His determination, I would like to say, is just like me. Maybe he's better than me, which is great.
Your father is supportive and he's proud of you.
Feels like I've already won, Chef.
Absolutely.
But now it's time to say goodbye and head up to the gallery.
We are so proud of you. Good luck. Good luck.
Thank you.
For tonight's challenge, we want you to make a perfectly composed 3-course dinner. We want 1 appetizer, 1 entree, and 1 dessert. For each course, you'll produce 3 identical plates, 1 for each of us. After you've done cooking each course, you'll serve them to us in the banquet room, where we'll taste and judge each of your dishes.
We want a MasterChef-worthy 3-course meal that demonstrates why you deserve to win. A single mistake could determine whether you win or lose.
Only one of you can become Canada's first ever MasterChef. Please take your positions.
You now have 10 minutes in the pantry to get everything you need to cook us a 3-course dinner that could change your lives forever.
This is it, one last cook-off, and I'm gonna win it. I'm gonna be Canada's first MasterChef.
I have earned my spot in this finale. Don't let my smile fool you, because I am here to win.
Are you both ready?
Yes,
Yes,
Chef.
Chef.
Your time in the pantry starts now.
I'm so impressed with Eric's ability to learn and his tenacity. He really deserves to win.
I'm Team Marita all the way. She really has the heart that she puts into it. She does very soulful food.
They're both strong in their own way. Marita just has like really bold flavors. She doesn't really lose her head. Eric, on the other hand, he kind of does lose his head, but he always manages to get it done.
One appetizer, 1 entree, 1 dessert, and 1 winner. First up, your appetizer course. Marita, what appetizer will you be making?
I'm gonna be making a pumpkin callaloo soup with salted pigtail, a coconut lime creme fraiche, and some lime pepper sauce.
And Eric, what's your appetizer?
My appetizer is a crispy pork belly with vegetable dumplings and a wasabi mayo.
You'll have just 1 hour to make them perfect.
Your 60 minutes starts now.
almost a case of the tortoise and the hare. Eric, he's always running around. And Marita, she tends to be sort of cool, calm, and collected. It's an interesting pair.
You got this, Marita.
I'm like a sledgehammer, and she's like a sword. Sledgehammer's pretty risky to bring in battle, but if it lands, it's definitely more painful. I'm gonna cook a lot, because that's what I do with my speed. And she's gonna cook simple, refined food, and probably smaller portions.
I am the total opposite of Eric. He does everything with brisk in it. I am naturally clumsy, so I like to take my time.
I'm making a soup inspired by my favorite meal from my Sunday lunch. All fresh ingredients, and it's absolutely delicious.
I think you can tell a lot about a cook in the way that they make a soup. She's actually very gifted when it comes to layering all those Caribbean, Trinidadian flavors.
A soup, to me, is just too simple and plain for a finale dish. It's got to be really good to impress me.
Is your soup here?
Sorry, Chef. Oh my God, I am so sorry.
Chef Claudio is wearing my soup. This is definitely not a good start today.
All over his jacket.
Oh my God.
In this first ever MasterChef Canada finale, Eric and Marita are in a head-to-head culinary battle, working with a 3-course menu that they've created. First up are the appetizers. Eric's first course showcases crispy pork belly and vegetable dumplings. Marita is making a Trinidadian pumpkin callaloo soup.
Sorry, Chef.
With coconut creme fraiche and pigtail.
I must say, it's quite delicious, actually.
Really?
Since I didn't win the dim sum challenge, and my grandpa's here this time, I can't let him down, and I gotta bang it out with these dumplings. These dumplings are from scratch, and they taste amazing. And this is like the first dish my grandpa taught me. Except I'm adding a bit more flavor, a bit more me in it.
Eric staying with very Asian influences, his braised pork, his soy flavorings, although ketchup.
Is that traditionally used in
Definitely,
Chinese
yes.
cuisine?
Yes, it is.
Really?
Believe me, it is. Eric, I see your father up there. His eyes glued to this station. Have you done this pork before?
No.
You have not learned how to cook pork belly from your grandfather? Are you kidding?
No, he doesn't use pork belly.
What does he use then?
Pork butt, pork shoulder.
Why didn't you use that?
It's MasterChef. Pork belly is definitely more elevated, and I think it tastes better personally.
Oh my.
You gotta keep focused.
Yes, chef.
All right? Good luck.
Come on, you got this, Eric. Calm and steady, girl. Calm and steady, girl. I'm cooking with salted pigtail. It's a very cheap cut of meat, but it's packed with flavor and lots of fat, so it's delicious.
Marita looks like she's falling behind here. Is her pig's tail fried?
That's what she's just been cutting up now.
I can see the pork belly coming out.
Ah, buddy.
That looks amazing, Eric.
Oh, yeah.
It looks good.
The color looks beautiful. 1 minute! You have 1 minute left! Guys.
Come on, guys, you got this.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You had a chance to see these amazing dishes, but only Alvin, Michael, and I will be lucky enough to taste them. Let's go.
I'm pretty confident in my flavors. This dish is like my grandpa on a plate. He taught me like this traditional Chinese barbecue pork and dumplings.
The portions may be small, but the flavor is big.
Well done. You only had an hour to cook some very complicated appetizers.
Well, we're looking forward to tasting both your dishes. Marita, ladies first. Please bring your plate up.
I wanted to take something that's traditional, Trinidadian, and take it up a notch.
I have a pumpkin callaloo soup, a coconut lime creme fraiche, a nice breadfruit chip on top, and some lime pepper sauce.
Marita, I quite like what you've done, presenting the garnish and then serving the soup separately on the side. It's a nice way to help elevate the service of a soup. So well done on that.
Thank you, Chef.
Marita, the flavors are absolutely delicious. The gentle heat, the creaminess, and then garnishing it with these wonderful jewels of pumpkin, the crispy fried pork tail, the flavors of the cooked down carrots and onions, the little shadow beni, the contrasts. This is an elevated Caribbean soup.
Your presentation has improved dramatically. I mean, this is restaurant presentation. The taste, absolutely spot on. I mean, I would come back again, and again for this soup.
It's a beautifully balanced soup. What I find extraordinary about it is that you've taken ingredients from your homeland and you combine them so brilliantly with some Western ingredients as well. You've just left me wanting more. So it's stunning.
Thank you, Chef.
All right, Eric, your turn. Bring it up.
Judges really praised Marita's soup. That makes me really nervous. It was pretty much close to flawless.
All right, Eric, your turn. Bring it up.
I made a crispy pork belly with a vegetable dumpling and a wasabi mayo with a soy reduction.
This is a very ambitious dish. To get a crispy pork belly done in an hour is not easy. Eric, first of all, you have put a lot on this plate. Pork belly, absolutely tender inside and crispy, so spot on, perfect. The dumpling, this is restaurant quality. This is something I would love to serve in my restaurant.
Pork belly, it's not the easiest thing in the world to cook. And you've been able to maintain that moist, tender succulence that I love and look for in a really great pork belly.
Thank you, Chef.
It is delicious. The dumplings, I think you did a great job. You can see the vegetables, how they've been cut with such precision through it. The dish was amazing.
Unfortunately, the pork I have here is actually quite dry. The fat does not run completely through the entire pork belly. You end up with pieces that have a little more fat. The dumplings were absolutely delicious. Overall, I think the dish has some strengths, but the pork for me was dry. Please go back to the kitchen and clear your stations.
Thank you.
Yes, Chef.
Thank you. They're both cooking next level now, and it's fantastic to see.
Eric's pork, I thought, was cooked to perfection.
It's very difficult to cook a pork belly in a relatively short period of time, and he pulled it off.
The only thing I wish that he would have done differently was cut down on the quantity and focus more on the quality and given me the same piece of pork that both of you received.
So Marita's soup,
I was blown away by it. I thought it was spectacular.
Every single component in that dish worked.
I think Marita, at this time, has the edge.
You know what? I don't know. It could be anybody's game at this point in time.
Well, I'm neutral.
I totally feel like I won the appetizer round.
I'm kicking myself. Didn't realize the pork belly is not even all the way through. I cut it all from one piece.
Marita and Eric, well done. If that's the level of cooking we're going to see from both of you, we'll have a very tough decision ahead of us.
Marita, what is your entree?
I'm gonna do black cod steamed in taro leaves with a pigeon pea puree.
Wow. And Eric, what are you gonna be making?
I'm gonna be making homemade egg noodles in a lobster sauce.
It's time to get started on your entrees. You'll have just 60 minutes to make us the best main course you've ever made in your entire life.
The cooking time for your entree starts now!
One of my family's favorite dishes, but I'm gonna put an Asian spin on it today because I'm trying to keep it with an Asian theme. I'm gonna use katara and make egg noodles.
This dish is Trinidadian and Canadian meat. So I've got the black cod and I've got some pigeon peas.
I love fish, and I love it with fresh mango and cucumber chutney.
This is flavor right here.
Looks like he's just about to start working on his noodles. He is, to me, almost the pasta master. He loves working with noodles, and the fact that he's using a guitarra, which is a special little device, an Italian device, to make those noodles, shows that he's very confident and comfortable that he can make a really great noodle.
I think I'm being the right amount of ambitious doing these techniques for my entree because it's all calculated and I know I can execute it.
There's the Scotch bonnet. I love my Scotch bonnet, okay? It's delicious, it's spicy, and it's got flavor, just like me.
Oh, that smells good, Marita.
You smell it up there?
Yeah, girl.
Marita, what you working on?
I'm working on my cucumber chutney.
They're all telling you it smells good.
Yes, chef.
Sure does.
It sure does, absolutely. I can smell the heat in that, too. It's got a good solid base.
Looking great, Marita.
Have you worked with black cod before?
The good thing about the black cod, it is kind of forgiving. It's going to
I'm
be
not
a
so
nice
sure about that myself. Because it is a white fish that is very flaky and become overcooked very quickly. And when it's overcooked, it is dry. And nobody wants to eat a dry piece of fish. Keep it nice and moist.
Thank you.
I have to make sure I cook that cod perfectly, or else I'm done like dinner.
Minutes. You have 30 minutes remaining. You're now at the halfway mark.
The cooking of the lobster has to be perfect. Lobster is a family favorite, and I definitely can't let them down because I feel like I disappointed them in the lobster challenge before.
How you doing, Eric? What do you have in here?
A lot of herbs, spices, coriander, lemongrass.
Your lobsters are chilling? How are they cooked? Are they medium rare right now?
They're slightly under. Oh, look at that.
How long did you cook these lobsters for?
8 minutes, chef.
8 minutes?
Yeah. Chef Claudio thinks I overcooked my lobster. I just have to push through and execute this lobster dish. I can't go home unless I'm Canada's first Master Chef.
Yeah! Can I have some?
Looking good, Marita.
I love that she's making the black cod in the taro leaf, too.
So Marita's wrapping her fish and getting it ready to steam. She thinks it's a pretty forgiving fish. So that, to me, is a bit of a concern right now.
10 minutes! You have 10 minutes left! 10 minutes!
Eric already cooked his lobster almost to the edge. Now, if he stir-fries that lobster on top of the poaching, I'm concerned it might be overcooked. Marita is definitely playing it safe, doing what she knows really well, which might be a very smart move, but only time will tell.
1 minute! Your final minute! Come on, get him on the plate, plate him up, let's go, let's go, let's go!
I'm happy to get a real walk and just cook some Asian food. I'm back in my element stir-frying these noodles.
30 seconds!
Woo! Come on, Marita. Yes, beautiful.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
In tonight's second course of the MasterChef Canada finale, Marita has plated black cod and pigeon pea puree, while Eric has prepared egg noodles with poached lobster.
Let's find out if they taste as good as they look. Please bring them to the banquet room.
I hope they brought their passports, because we're going to Trinidad with this meal.
The lobster has to be perfect because I overcooked it last time. If I overcook it again, then what kind of redemption is that?
Eric, please bring up your entree.
It's homemade egg noodles with lobster sauce, aromatics, spices, and then lime segments.
Eric, you've learned how to cook lobster to a T. The noodles are amazing. The sauce, not too creamy and over-the-top rich, but is subtle with flavor. It's a fine dish that I'd serve in a fine restaurant. Certainly one of mine.
Thank you.
It's impressive.
Eric, by using the guitarra, you have the perfect, what we call the Shanghainese noodles. You know, you got that nice, smoky, burnt flavor. Here is when you're mixing East and the West together, and you do it right. Very, very smart.
Thank you, Chef.
If If you look back at the cook that you were when you first entered this competition, and you compare that person, that skill level, to where you are now, it's night and day.
Thank you so much, Chef.
Whatever the outcome is today, you need to cook.
I am really nervous. He's getting a lot of positive feedback.
Marita, please bring up your entree.
I have black cod steamed in a terra leaf with pigeon pea puree, a fresh mango chutney on top, and fresh cucumber sauce on the side.
Marita, the pigeon pea puree, very nice. The tomato, sweet, concentrated, very strong flavor. The mango, bit of sugar you added to remove a little bit of the acidity. You have elevated this very simple dish from Trinidad.
You've created a dish, in my opinion, that is a destination dish. A dish that people would travel for, which is a huge accomplishment.
Thank you, Chef.
This piece of black cod, see how moist that is? How it glistens? That is exactly how to cook one of the most beautiful, delicate white fish that we serve in restaurants today.
Thank you, Chef.
My big disappointment on the plate is the amount of fish. It doesn't resemble a full main course portion. Serving one piece of fish is disappointing. Everything else about the dish, spot on.
Thank you, Chef.
Please go back to the kitchen and prepare for the desserts.
Thank you, Chef.
I'm super relieved because I got everything done to how I wanted, and that was my hardest round, I believe.
Damn, I should have totally added another piece.
Two stunning dishes, two very different tastes. Eric has learned how to cook a lobster.
I don't think he just learned it. I think he mastered it. I mean, that was perfect. The fish was perfect as well.
Marita's dish, the different flavors, the sweet, the sour, the salty, perfect dish.
Eric really did take some risks there. His dish required more skill, I would say.
This doesn't make things easy for us.
It's going to be down to the dessert.
Right now, deciding who's going to win this competition is going to be almost impossible. So the pressure is on to really nail those desserts, because that could give either one of you the edge you need to win it all.
You'll now have 1 hour to make us 3 servings of your dessert.
Marita, what dessert will you be making tonight?
I'm gonna be making an apple crumble with coconut ice cream and a warm rum sauce.
Eric, what will you be making?
I'll be making an Asian play on banana split. So it'll be a banana tempura, red bean and green tea ice cream with a mango coulis.
They both sound delicious, but also very ambitious.
I think it's all gonna come down to the dessert round. She got appetizers, I got entree. This dessert has to be perfect.
Are you both ready?
Yes, Chef.
Yes, Chef.
Your 60 minutes starts now.
This is it. This is the final dish of the day. It's our make it or break it.
I have a lot of elements in this dessert. Ice cream, coconut, a rum sauce, a crumble. It's just a lot to do.
So I always say how much I hate dessert. I totally thought of a dessert that didn't require baking. So it's an Asian play on a banana split. It's gonna be red bean and green tea ice cream and a banana tempura. It's gonna be the best banana tempura they've ever had.
Eric now is doing 2 different ice creams. I wish he would just do one that was right. I'm concerned that he's taking on too much right now.
You know, that may be his Achilles heel.
So, and Marita, she's doing a apple crumble with a coconut ice cream.
I think her strategy is actually very smart. Classic dessert done properly could potentially win.
It sounds much more straightforward.
Well, there you go, the tortoise and the hare scenario again.
Slow and steady wins the race, Marita.
She's not peeling her apples, which I think is
a bad idea.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be as refined.
Marita, I see you've left the skin on.
I think it looks beautiful for the presentation. They're so thin that it doesn't even affect you.
Good luck. Keep an eye on the time.
This is for my mango snow.
Eric's really stretching himself, so I think that might impress the judges a bit more.
I try to make mango snow, and it's not grinding up in the grinder. Oh, fuck off.
Eric, calm and cool.
Eric seems to be almost unraveling here.
No.
No worries.
I need to show these judges that I can improve from my mistakes and I learn from them.
10 minutes!
In order to make ice cream in such a short time frame, the home cooks are using liquid nitrogen.
Here we go.
The temperature of this clear fluid is so low that it instantly freezes the ice cream ingredients as soon as it comes in contact with them.
If you don't incorporate it fast enough while you're pouring the nitrogen in, you're going to end up with a rock. Can I take a look?
It's just starting to freeze.
Okay, you need more nitrogen in there. That will not set. Wow, you're doing two at the same time? You're ambitious. Do you have it on high speed or medium speed?
No, it needs to be on low or else it'll just like get destroyed.
Depends how fast you add the nitrogen.
Yeah, I'm adding it pretty slow.
All right, good luck.
Thank you, Chef.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Thank you. Nice mark.
Woo! You got this, girl.
Eric, what else you gotta do?
Deep fry my bananas and plate.
I saw some chocolate on your trolley there. You gonna use that?
Yeah, there's no banana split without chocolate, so I'm just gonna grate some fresh chocolate over it.
Let me give you some advice, okay? Chill your plates.
Okay.
Chill your plates.
Minute 30, guys.
This is amazing.
She's looking confident. Very confident.
30 seconds!
This is it. This is my best, and if I don't win, then there's no one better to lose to than Marita.
I lasted till the end. I am feeling proud of myself.
Marita and Eric, it's time for the most important tasting of your life. Please bring your desserts to the banquet room. Let's go.
Marita, please bring up your plates. Can you tell us about your dessert, please?
I have apple crumble with coconut ice cream, a warm rum sauce, and some coconut dust on the plate.
Looks good. Let's taste. Lots of good flavors there. The ice cream itself, it is that big hit of coconut. The rum sauce, you get that hit of rum. It's not too sweet. The crumble itself, crisp, crunchy, nuts toasted beautifully. The skin on the apple. I think it would have had a lot more finesse had you removed it.
The ice cream is textbook. It has a great mouthfeel. It's rich. The apples have a wonderful, wonderful flavor. Absolute winner. So great job.
Thanks.
You seem to have this fence here. And I'm saying, are you doing two desserts? Does it work? It does. It certainly does. Coconut dust provides a nice texture. Ice cream, bang on. I love this dessert.
Thank you, Chef.
Beautiful.
All right, Eric, it's your turn. Please bring up your dish.
It's an Asian banana split, banana tempura, red bean and green tea ice cream, and fresh grated chocolate. because there's no banana split without chocolate.
Asian banana split. You have taken all the comfort, the good of banana split, and you have put it into this dish. Red bean, that is comfort to Chinese because we love red beans. And green tea, that's universal. You have hit it spot on.
You too have done an amazing job. I find the red bean one has a little sweetness to it that I expect with a red bean. The tempura batter, it is light and airy, so it really does not hide that banana flavor. I think it's a very innovative and high-reaching dish that you've done very successfully.
Eric, I think the dish is very dynamic on many levels. And actually, the ice creams both taste incredible. They're very creamy. The one flaw, though, I wish there was some more fresh fruit on the plate to cut through the richness of the ice cream and the richness of the batter. But overall, I think it's an incredible dish.
Thank you, Chef.
Marita and Eric, please go back to the kitchen. The next time we see you both, we will be crowning one of you Canada's first ever Master Chef. Thank you both. Making a decision, it's going to be incredibly difficult. They were two amazing menus, two very different approaches.
I think both home cooks just cooked us the meal of their lives.
I feel like I just did something incredible. I am going to win. I am going to be Canada's first Master Chef.
Marita has this wonderful gift. Her dishes really speak about where she comes from, herself.
Taste is very important, and what we taste is sweet, sour, bitter, hot, salty. She is an expert with those flavors.
I've never had so much at stake. I'm definitely going out big. This is guns blazing. It's my future on the line.
Eric, you know he's always going to provide you a dinner that takes you on an adventure.
Here he used nitrogen, he did double-cooked pork. He has moved a long way.
Either of those menus I would be proud to put on any of my restaurants.
You know, we have a tough job ahead of us.
This is next to impossible.
Judges are in their final deliberation of the night.
They have turned out tonight two amazing menus.
So close, it's just so close.
Trying to decide who will be Canada's first ever Master Chef. Will it be Marita's elevated Trinidadian menu that takes the win? Or will Eric's Asian-inspired three-course meal earn him the life-changing title?
There can only be one winner.
That's it.
I am extremely glad to be standing next to Eric, and I do wish him all the best. But this chef coat represents the person I always wanted to be.
There's no plan B. I'm not going to fall back in engineering. I'm meant to be in the kitchen, and I hope my dad sees that today.
Marita and Eric, after your incredible journey in this kitchen, you have both proven that you're much more than just home cooks.
And you've earned your place on this stage.
Please trade places with the three of us.
You two have been on a grueling culinary journey. You've both fought hard to be here, and you've grown, not only as cooks, but as people. This is just the beginning of your food journey.
This decision tonight is one of the toughest we've ever had to make. You've both performed so well that it literally came down to the smallest of details. But as you know, there can only be one winner. One of you will win $100,000, this magnificent trophy, and the right to call yourself Canada's very first Master Chef. The winner of MasterChef Canada is
Chef.
Fantastic job.
Thank you so much, Chef. You have no idea how it feels to actually realize your dream. I gained my dad's approval, and he's really proud of me.
Nice to see you here for this. Fantastic job. You've done an amazing job. So proud of you. Honestly, very, very proud.
So proud of you.
Marita put it all on the line today. She cooked her heart out. I have nothing but respect for Marita.
This may seem like the end for some, but this is definitely the beginning for me.
This is the happiest day of my life. I'm Canada's first MasterChef.